Hello there, and welcome to the Epic Personal Trainer podcast, the podcast that helps new personal trainers plan, build, and grow their epic personal training business. Today is session number 13, and I wanted to talk about the importance of having a really good onboarding experience for a new client. And I say experience with intent as well, rather than just a dry process, if you like. I want you to try and think of this as something a little bit different. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of trainer you are, whether you're freelance or in a gym or anything like that. You need an onboarding process for new clients. And if you are employed by a gym and they don't have one, speak to them about getting one set up, because trust me, it will help you in so many ways, which is what we're going to go over today. So here are my top 4 reasons why you should have an epic onboarding experience for every new client that signs up with you. So number 1 reason for having an epic onboarding experience is to reduce what is called buyer's remorse. Now, buyer's remorse is basically a feeling of regret that some people have after making a large or expensive purchase. And personal training definitely falls into that. Now, personal training is typically seen as a luxury for a lot of people. You buy it from the money that you have left over at the end of each month. It's never a priority, or very rarely a priority for people. So most people don't typically like to invest lots of money on their health, until things go wrong, that is. Now, the problem for trainers with buyer's remorse is that it can lead to a new client asking for a refund even before they get started. So that's not ideal for obvious reasons. The next potential problem is that they start the training process in not a very engaged way. They're not really committed, or they're not putting the effort in because they sort of feel bad about the purchase. So that's not great for you. It's not great for them. It's just not great all around. Now, believe it or not, some clients can kind of go the other way. And what happens is they might start to demand more and more from you with all these things that might be out of your scope as a trainer, because they feel that they've paid so much money and they want to get their money's worth. So by having a new client immediately enter an onboarding experience after the payment can really help them give the confidence that they made the right decision. So if you have an epic onboarding experience, we can do our best to reduce the chances of any of these things happening due to buyer's remorse. They're going to feel like they made the right decision to buy, and even more importantly, the right decision to buy from you. So next up is reason number 2 on why you should have an epic onboarding experience. So let's take a step back. Before buying, some clients have been looking into what path they should take to achieve whatever goal it is that they want to hit. Sometimes they may have been looking for a long time. They may have been looking at taking up a sport or doing group classes, maybe hiring an online trainer or having a trainer come to their society. But doing all of this, they're really keen to get started and are excited about the path that are going to begin and the changes that they can make. They're going to be really excited about reaching their goal. And once making the payment, an onboarding experience is one way of you staying in contact with your new client until the first session starts, and even in between, the first couple of sessions. So it helps keep that mindset, that excitement to start and, build on the momentum that they already have going. Now, we all know how important the start is to the long-term success of each client. So we need that momentum and that consistency early on so we can start to build the right habits and behaviors that will allow them to make the changes they need and to keep it going way beyond the point of when they finish their training with you. That's the ideal situation anyway. Also, that early communication helps to keep them close and helps them know that there is some accountability for what they're doing, even outside of the sessions that they're taking with you, or, the check-in that they might have weekly if you're online. All of these things really help to build on the initial rapport and the trust that you've built together, making the entire experience become better and better and more enjoyable as you work through all the days, the weeks, and the months. The onboarding process lets people know from day one that they're not alone in the process, that they have the support they need. That after-purchase care and service is so important. And we see it in the fitness industry so much that as soon as someone is paid, they're kind of forgotten about. And it is a thing that many people, that hire trainers or join in gyms worry about. In fact, it's one of the main reasons that they leave, because they didn't get the support they needed or the support they expected when they made the purchase. So the initial contact lets them know that this is not going to be the case with you. Now, the fourth and final reason why an epic onboarding experience is so important is to help wow your client. Like we mentioned before, they're hopefully on a high, excited to get going, and they want to be confident that they made the right decision. So if we can wow them early on, that will hopefully start to create a super fan of yours. Now, this is important, as super fans are your biggest supporters. They will talk about you to their friends and their family. They will give you amazing testimonials. They will write awesome reviews on Google. They will never ask for a discount. They will always renew on time, and they will be close to you and your brand for an extremely long time. These clients will become a massive part of your business, and if you have one, a community or your audience. And if you don't have a community, you really should think about creating one. And there's a lot of reasons for that we'll probably get into in another session. But most importantly, these are the people that are committed to the process. They get the best results and they make the biggest changes to their life, which is one of our aims with all of this personal training stuff, right? It's one of the reasons why we wanted to become trainers, to help people and to make a positive impact in the world. So there you have it. The top 4 reasons why you should have an epic onboarding experience for your new clients. Number 1 was to reduce buyer's remorse and the negative impact that can have. Number 2, keeping the momentum going with their excitement and their motivation for the process. Number 3, let them know that you are with them every step of the way and prove it with the onboarding experience. Let them know they won't be left by the side now that they've made a payment. And number 4, create super fans that will be more committed, hit their goals, but also rave about you to others and help you build your business, your audience, and your community. So that's it from me again for today's session. Take care of yourself, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.